Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, Tai Chi and Pilates this morning, from home or in person. So, wanted to jump on my way in as usual, see who's on, see how things are, and also not walk into a lamppost, as I nearly did then. Anyway, always look where you're going. So, I wanted to share this today. This came from a few conversations I've had as some of the ladies have started their 28-day kickstart this week. And this was the fact that, morning Stella, any thought of restriction actually causes them to eat more or binge. And it's interesting because in the one-to-one we kind of figure out what type of person someone is, what they've done before, what their resilience is like, how many times they've tried before, what they're willing to do to get the results that they want. And this is really important because it becomes very, very easy to just jump on another diet, jump on another restriction plan as soon as you feel like you should, in exclamation marks because you can't see me in the moment, lose more weight. And sometimes, like some people find, is that just the thought of restricting can make someone want to binge. Now, consider first and foremost, if you actually write that down, is it true? But of course it's not. However, you've got to meet yourself where you are at that journey. That's exactly what we do. So, here's what I'd recommend you do when you're in that situation is look at your meals, because quite often, and I have said this before, but repetition is the mother of all. Often we try and just skip on our meals. Morning, Louise. We try and skip on our meals a bit. We try and eat a little bit less. I've been good at that meal. I've had a small meal. But the problem is with that is meals are generally healthy. And often people will say this to me, I eat well, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. But I just need to think before I eat more often. People often say that. But when I actually look at their diet and their meals in the day, they're not that satisfying. In terms of they try to eat little, eat less in the day. We do really good all day. And it's no wonder we're a little bit hungry, we maybe snack a bit more. And if you consider what type of food snacks are, they're always moreish, high in salt, high in sugar, very pleasurable, very satisfying, aka easy to overeat. So you've got that one part there. So just consider that, am I eating enough in the day? Now, when we change this from that restriction mindset to, okay, I just want to be healthy, fitter, stronger, I'm going to exercise more. Because let's face it right here, we're in week one. And we're about to say, right, let's ignore week 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever week it is. This is week 1. If at the end of the week you exercise 3 times, you felt fitter, you felt stronger, and you nourished your body with loads of nutrients to boost your immune system, to feel happier, to have more energy, to sleep better, to recover quicker, how would you feel? Great. Amazing. And when you shift it to this, that voice in your head suddenly goes, I'm not restricting. I'm actually being fitter, stronger, healthier. For me, for those around me, who else benefits? Well, my other half does. Why? Because I'm better to be around. I'm no longer secret eating. I'm no longer taking it on them that I feel rubbish, that I have no willpower. Whatever it is, these are just things that I've had said to me in the last week. And like I always say, I always like to share things I actually hear, and because I'd like to think I have a very good insight into why people struggle here. And when we shift it to this focus of being stronger, fitter, healthier, at least in week 1, remember we can worry about week 2 later, we've actually stopped that little moment where someone goes, I've binged, I've snacked. Because that's all our first thing is. Not that snacking's bad, but overindulging and thinking, F it, because I've had one. Even though that has no indication, then more on that later, that we should have 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you're nourishing yourself at your meals, and actually, I've said this before, like I've said many things before, for some people, when I look at what they snack on, it could be 500, 600, 700 calories. But they're not having a potato at lunch because they think it will make them fat. And then when you look at it, it's like, well, a potato is about 200 calories. How satisfied would you feel? Oh, I love jacket potatoes. Okay, maybe have one in, and then instead of having that 700 calorie binge, you might just have a 200 calorie snack that we plan in. Not that we're bringing calories into it at this point, in many cases. And we might just call it getting some crunch in, hummus and carrots, whatever you like. Some chocolate, could be. So there's no right or wrong with this, but when you shift that focus to getting fitter, healthier and stronger, guess what normally happens? People generally just eat better. No, not always. And remember, this is week 1 here. And although someone might want to lose weight, they might want to lose weight, but they just don't want to go down there. If they've just added 3 exercise sessions in, and although at the end of week 1 they might say, yeah, but I was going to do 4, I have to remind you that you've still done 3, which is still good. If you've done that at the end of the week, what a week that is. How would you feel at the end of that week? And just keep reminding yourself of what the benchmark is and what you'd actually be happy with, because it's very easy to get carried away with thinking that you should have this perfect week. And actually, just remember, that's a good thing when you have that perfection. It's a good thing when you think, I could have done better. But actually, it's just a reminder of where you are now. That's okay. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. It just means that you have a measure of what you've done. If you're comparing yourself to someone else or something else, just be aware of that and go, actually, what have I done? Because what have you done? And give yourself credit for that. Oh, I've only done 4 exercise sessions. Yeah, but you've done 4 exercise sessions. Morning. Look at that, 6 a.m. People around. So, I hope that helps. Any questions, as always, let me know. We are off for Pilates from home, live from home. Then we have Tai Chi, which is straight after that. So, any questions, do let me know. Our 28-day kickstart started yesterday. You could probably start this week. We have a flexible start date towards the end of the week as well. And then that is it until November. So, any questions, do let me know. Good morning, Joe. How are we? I'm going to finish my coffee as I'm just about to get to Specsavers. That's my cue. When I get to Specsavers, that means I'm done. So, that's all I've got for you today. If you ever have any questions, let me know. I nearly forgot. At 5:30 today, I'm speaking to Tilly, Dr. Tilly Spur. Dr. Tilly Spur from Chichester. It was that word. Is it Chichester? Chichester. It's Chichester University. We're going to be talking about adolescent nutrition. So adolescent nutrition from a performance point of view and a health point of view. Okay, that's at 5:30 today. That'll be live on this Facebook page. It'll also be on replay anyway. If you miss it and you're interested, whether you've got grandkids, kids, whether it's performance point of view, whether it's relationship with food, we're going to be on, morning Debbie, we're going to be on at 5:30 this evening talking about adolescent nutrition, so teenagers, and we're going to be talking about a range of things from the nutrients that they need to be wary of, how their relationship with food grows, types of diets from vegetarian, vegan, to snacking, to whatever. We're really going to delve into it, to sleep. So, if you have any questions on that, do let me know. I should have posted that earlier. I'll put a post out later if they have any questions for Dr. Tilly Spur. So anyway, have a good day and speak soon. I'm well past Specsavers now, and I take care.